Most people will never notice them, but they are there. 300,000 spy cameras with face recognition technology tucked away from plain sight, watching over the city and the games.
The cameras make me feel safe. There are security checks everywhere, and that's good.
About 180,000 police and army officers are on guard in the Chinese capital, but a much less visible security team are the 500,000 volunteers who've been asked to also keep a close watch on any suspicious activity.
We've been given a number of security instructions, but I cannot give you those details. The bottom line is that we all want the games to be a success, and so we'll do whatever it takes to ensure that outcome.
Meanwhile, the Chinese army is on its highest state of military alert in 30 years. They've deployed anti-aircraft missiles near the games venues and have jets, helicopters and ships on standby. The army is also flying unmanned drones to increase surveillance.
We want to preserve the festive and joyful atmosphere of the Olympic venues. At the same time, we want to reduce the impact security has on daily life.
Here on the streets of Beijing, police have access to another line of defense. You know, Chinese authorities could potentially enlist the services of the city's 70,000 taxi drivers, because inside each of a Beijing city taxi are these microphones, and with the press of a remote button, this gentleman can call the command center, and within a few minutes they can listen in to the conversation taking place in this taxi.
The moment I press the button, the police can locate my taxi using GPS. That way I can alert them to any trouble.
So in a way, you're not, even though you're not a police officer or a member of the Chinese army, you are like a frontline defense to protect the city.
I'm just glad that I can play my part in making sure that these games are safe for everyone.
Security checks around tourist spots like Tiananmen Square have been stepped up following the weekend stabbing of 2 Americans.
Oh, I've never seen it like this before. It's really tight.
In some of the more sensitive areas of town, armed police and soldiers are positioned on every block. Some people are talking about, there's just way too much security in this place.
Well, with a big event like that and so many people, I'd rather it be safe than sorry.
China has spent more than $50 million to make the Beijing Olympics the most secure in the 112-year history of the modern games. Georgetown, CBN News, Beijing.